Hello everyone, I'm Samuel Chan Si-Ming. So where am I today? I'm at the Brighton campus of OIC. The last time I was here, I was wearing a helmet and workers' clothes, just checking out the renovation site. Today, it's already the 6th of October. Time flies. The students have already been in school for a whole month. So why did I make a special trip here? I visit a lot of schools, but why is this one so important? Because this year is really impressive. They've got 170 new students. In the UK, that's practically unheard of. For a new school to open with nearly 200 students, it's quite something. Because I was really worried about whether everything was running smoothly on the admin side, whether all the facilities were ready, and whether the students were actually happy or not. So why not just go in and ask them directly? At the beginning of 2023, when Wing Anthony and I came to visit OIC Brighton, this place was still a construction site. 9 months later, it's already turned into a vibrant, genuinely youthful vocational school. Just look at them. All of them could call me uncle now. This time, coming back to visit OIC Brighton, apart from seeing a new school and how it's running, the boarding house, wow, look at that corridor to the bathrooms. And checking out how all the facilities have turned out, we'll also be seeing how a few students from Hong Kong are studying and living at OIC Brighton. We'll even ask them to try the egg tarts handmade by my own sister. A new school won't be perfect. Students' thoughts on improvements, their feedback will go to the school. Education consultancy isn't just about UK study, it's more. The main campus of Oxford International College, located in Oxford, has always been among the top 10 elite boarding schools in the UK. And in 2023, for A-levels, it was ranked #1 in all of England even. But as for OIC Oxford, it's already well established, while the newly opened Brighton campus gives students an extra 3 years, helping them with their future, further studies and career prospects. OIC has long been hailed as a cradle for Oxbridge admissions, earning that reputation after just 2 years of education. If you give them 5 years, I believe Yasmin will soon achieve new breakthroughs in education. In the last campus tour video, Yasmin also shared some tips on getting into OIC. If you haven't watched it yet, you can check it out after this video, or even give it another watch if you've seen it before.
So this is a room for Year 9 and Year 5 students. I think it's really great.
Although the academic results at OIC Oxford are outstanding, its facilities are actually a bit lacking compared to other schools. Many parents want to know more about OIC opening a branch in Brighton, and have especially called us to inquire about the more comprehensive facilities at OIC Brighton. A student took us on a tour of the library, cafe and boarding houses.
My room.
Gym room. And of course all the classrooms as well. This September, at the start of the new school year, we've already arranged for quite a few students to join OIC Brighton. Previously, we also interviewed a female student who transferred to OIC Brighton from another school. Let's have these new students show us what parents are most concerned about: the boarding house. Sorry, could you say that again? Sure, no problem.
This is like basically where the house parents live.
You've got a single room. How's that?
Yup!
Are you happy with it?
The other people's rooms are actually bigger than this one.
It's big enough. You got plenty of space to do whatever you need in here. Do you like it?
Yeah, we have a kitchen, we have everything. We've got a fridge. Oh, something just fell out of the fridge. And this is the freezer. I think, yeah. And then the dishwasher. I'm just gonna show everything. Sink, yeah, we have that too. And then we have a stove. And as you may know, there's a really good chef in Year 12. Yeah, you can sit here and enjoy your food. This is the laundry room. We share the laundry room between boys and girls. How long does it take to wash? About 45 minutes for washing and then 45 for drying. How often do you use it? Me? Probably once a week. This is my room. Oh, my roommate. You actually?
I think you've got the best view in the...
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, we have one of the best views.
Nice, you get good light.
This is my working area, yeah.
You two share a bathroom, right?
Yeah, you can go check it out.
Alright, so you both share...
This one, yeah, we chose...
This one, oh, you can pick...
Yeah, we gotta pick. I picked this one because it's the most spacious. You get to sit down as well. I know I'm not turning it on, but you know...
Just looking at it, it still seems a bit lacking, especially when it comes to sports facilities. It doesn't really seem enough. That's because at this stage, the school has only completed phase 1 of the project. Phase 2 will be finished before September 2024. If parents want to know what phase 2 will be like, I'll come over again to check it out for everyone. One of the reasons I especially flew over this time is because quite a few students have said that the food here is frankly rather disappointing. Fruit, for example. I really wanted to try it. Sigh, well, after a few of us colleagues tried the food, honestly, the food boxes aren't exactly delicious. But I really want to tell everyone, considering the UK is notorious for bad food among so many boarding schools, this taste is actually above average. Apart from the boarding house and the food, another thing parents are very concerned about is boarding life. So let this uncle here ask some Hong Kong students about why they chose OIC Brighton and what they actually do in their daily lives.
Hello, I'm Neris, and I'm currently studying year 12 here. I used to study at another school, but I chose OIC Brighton because the teachers here provide more career support. Compared to my previous school, there wasn't as much support there. At least here, I can pursue my dream of becoming a vet, that's right.
You studied at that school for 2 years, right?
Yes, I was studying there.
So, what differences do you notice in things like the timetable or the culture after coming back to school here?
At my old school, there were more sports and activities. They would often make you take part, like having competitions on weekends, more house competitions and so on. Overall, I felt that the bonding within the houses over there was stronger. Here, although we have houses, they don't really organize many activities for us, so you don't feel as much of a connection.
But you chose to come here because you want to be a vet, right? So for example, what are you going to do during the upcoming enrichment week?
I will. I've already emailed some vet clinics, and one of them has replied saying they can arrange a 1-week work placement for me.
Hello, my name is Joyce and I'm also in year 12, but
Yes.
before coming to the UK for the first time, you were always studying at a local school, right? And then afterwards you switched to an international school. After that, I planned to study A-levels, so I came to the UK to study. I also chose this school because I really want to study veterinary medicine, and I hope this school can help me with that.
So now that you're here, what are you up to?
Because I actually started a club myself. It's called the Animal Welfare Club.
At school.
It's because here we can have student-run clubs, so I started one myself, and then I thought, during our club's arrangement week, the students go to an animal shelter to do some volunteering.
So you used to study in Hong Kong, right? Is this your first time coming to the UK? Do you find it hard to adapt?
It's so really. The main thing is just living here. That's the biggest issue.
Go on, hurry up and say it. The food, right?
Yes, I really miss the food in Hong Kong. The food there is so much tastier, honestly.
To be honest, when it comes to food, I think it's a problem with the whole country here in the UK. Even before the food was just so-so, you know.
Yeah, the food's not that great.
So coming here, it's still the same standard as before.
It's a bit better here, surprisingly. Just a little bit better.
It's a bit better here, yeah. So, do you ever get homesick? Do you miss home?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you? You do, right? So, how do you deal with it?
I just find something to do, and when I'm free, I call my family.
It's really convenient now, so you can just check in with them here first.
I'm Anson, I'm in year 10 this year, and I transferred here from another school.
I don't really feel like either one is better. Do you feel camera shy? Can you give your answer confidentially? I think I can never really decide which one. They gave a lot of hints. The school you were at was in the south, but it closed down. Everyone helped each other out. Let me know in the comments what you think. You also transferred from another school, right? So why did you transfer? Because that one closed down at the time.
I would have left even if it hadn't closed. The resources at that school were nowhere near as good as the ones here. For example, during enrichment week, there are loads of resources available for you here. To expand your career path or to give you more experience or other things, but at other schools they might just give you time off and then you have to fight for opportunities yourself.
Your previous school was a traditional boarding school, right?
No, it wasn't a boarding school.
It was a traditional day school, a traditional school. Here, it's an international college. What do you think are the pros and cons?
With a day school, it's like you just go to your classes as usual, then after school you go home to do your own things or sleep. But if you're at a boarding school, it's like you're always at school, you finish classes and you're still at school, you wake up and you're still at school. The bad thing about it is that you don't get to go anywhere. The good thing is that this feeling, being at school, makes you want to do more things. And sometimes when you're at home, time just flies by, but at school, you can actually get a lot done.
OIC is famous for its academics, to be honest. I mean, even when you look at the rankings, you can see that they especially focus on science. In terms of well-being, is there any support or are there many activities for you to join? At the very least, you can go out for a run or something. At that other school, there's nothing like that, right?
Well, there are things here, but like compared to traditional schools, there are not so many because we used to have schedules like netball and other things are not there anymore. Maybe there is not so much, but like now there are more sports things. For example, there is a table tennis tournament on Saturdays.
Hello, I'm Michael. I've been studying in the UK for 4 years, and before this I transferred here from another school.
Right, you're special. You know why? Because your younger brother is also at this school, but he's at a different campus at OIC Oxford, right?
Yes, he's at OIC Oxford.
Impressive. How many years has it been?
Impressive. I've been here for a year, so he's in year 11 now. Year 11, yes, year 11.
So he's just started as well.
Yes, he's transferred to this school.
So both of you were at the previous school, but you weren't too satisfied with it. Why was that?
Firstly, the teaching quality over there really wasn't very good. I mean, they didn't even have a proper classroom. Before, they had to study in a warehouse, and some people even slept in the warehouse. Yes, for boarding, there was a period when it was all like that. Secondly, nothing was convenient over there because it was in North Wales and there was nothing nearby. So inside it was all about teamwork and being connected. I think here it's much better.
I see, but you toughed it out in the warehouse for 2 years.
I toughed it out there for 3 years, actually.
Why did your younger brother choose Oxford? Why didn't you go to the same university?
Well, to put it simply, his grades were better than mine.
Oh, so you did talk about it. So what do you think is the difference between the two OICs?
Well, it's all about studying, really. From what I've heard, over there, the study hours are much longer than ours. And even though they can use the Oxford University facilities, not many people actually do. In the end, everyone just focuses on their studies and getting good grades. That's the most important thing. I think that's the biggest difference. We have a bit more free time than they do. You feel freer when doing activities. It's just more relaxed and free here. Like, you can walk for a few minutes and see the sea, and then just a few minutes on the bus and you're in the city centre. Everything is just much more accessible, really.
Here, it's really a proper campus, whereas at Oxford, it's just a few big buildings. The appeal of being city-based is that you have Oxford right there. You can go into the city, but at least here the whole school is in the same place and everyone lives together. I think the sense of community here should be stronger.
Over there, at least everything is more convenient, like all the stuff is concentrated in one place. But on that side, you have to walk to different places just to get to class or to go to sleep and so on.
But compared to traditional schools, there still aren't as many sports here, because you said there used to be more sports over there, right?
Each term you'll switch between 2 sports and really focus on one sport, like for example trampoline, rugby or lacrosse, but here not so much.
They do have them here too, if you want to compare this place with... Compared to traditional boarding schools, it's a bit weaker here. Hey, tell us about your enrichment program. I think it's really worth talking about. You also said you'd introduce yourself and what subject you want to study in the future. So what are you planning to do next?
Well, after this, I want to study. Specifically, I want to become a paramedic. So during enrichment week, I'll be going to the Biograd headquarters in Liverpool to do an emergency medicine course. Although it's a bit more expensive, I think if you really want to become a paramedic in the future, it's a very worthwhile experience. And then in June, I'll have the chance to do something related to cardiology.
Also, this program is special because it's exclusively offered to the 2 OIC colleges.
It's exclusively for OIC Oxford first, but if there are any spots left, then they'll offer it to OIC Brighton as well.
After breakfast, you go to class. Yes, you have 2 classes, then a tiny break, then 3 more classes, and then it's lunch break. After lunch break, your timetable, does it match with your friends? Do you have free periods at the same time as them? So,
what can you do during your free time?
Play basketball, play video games, do a bit of revision. Yeah, the most important thing is to revise a bit.
So the facilities here are all open?
Yeah, we can even use the gym. And for us in year 12, as long as you don't go too early in the morning or stay past 9 p.m, you can use it.
How about going to town?
It's really convenient, but you have to apply to the school first. Like, for us in year 12, we can go out on our own, but for year 11, you have to go in groups of 3, right? I believe if you're in year 10, you need to have an assistant or a teacher with you. As for weekends, it's a bit special. On Saturdays, we have a system called skits. We have to take exams on Saturday mornings, depending on how many subjects you have that day. For me, I usually have 2 subjects every week. After the exams, then you get your free time. So on Sundays, basically the whole day is free. You can go wherever you like. But I heard that later on there might be some uni visit trips or maybe trips to London and things like that.
At the very beginning, some students did say that things were a bit chaotic, since after all it was a brand new campus just starting out. Could you talk about what it was like back then, how things have changed now, and what your thoughts are on the rooms and the arrangements?
At the very beginning, things were a bit chaotic because a lot of things hadn't been finished yet. Back then, our year 12 boarding area hadn't been completed, so we were staying in the year 10 and year 11 boarding houses. There weren't really enough staff, and things hadn't been properly set up yet. So it was quite disorganized at the time. You didn't know where certain rooms were, or sometimes the teachers didn't really know what to do either. But now, everything's been sorted out, and basically there aren't any problems anymore.
So your room now is quite interesting, isn't it?
Of course, my room is great.
Your room has the nicest vibe, and you all have your own system. Yeah, exactly. Tell us a bit more about it. How does it work?
In our port system, you have to choose your own bathroom, so I managed to claim a pretty nice one.
But it's not an ensuite, it just suddenly isn't.
Yeah, it's not.
You have to cross the corridor.
Yeah,
I think this is quite interesting. My other schools didn't have this. Are you in the board system or the port system? Are you in an ensuite? Do you have an ensuite or not?
No, I share a bathroom with my roommate, so it's like 2 roommates using the same place.
So do you get to choose your roommate?
No, but if you have any problems with your roommate, you can ask to change, but for me, it's fine.
If there's a problem, you can switch.
Like if there's a conflict,
Then suddenly say, tomorrow I just leave, leaving one person behind.
then you'll switch, but you have to communicate with the school first and then do it after that.
They still have to find another person though.
Yeah, but it's quite easy because mainly once they've asked both people's opinions, you can change.
From the start, you can already choose.
but during Head Start, you can't. They just follow the official arrangements. But when it comes to, say, our new training, they can tell the house pair if they want someone as their roommate like that.
Now, the last time I came to OIC, I mentioned that this is a really exciting time for international education. Actually, this time, I still feel the same, and it really confirms my thoughts, because for a sixth form college to have such a campus, such facilities, and such resources is truly phenomenal. I especially like their boarding. Last time I came, it was still a construction site, but this time, I can really see the students enjoying this space. It's really appealing. Each person has their own toilet, but interestingly, the toilet isn't inside their own room, it's separate. Still, that toilet is designated, so only we can use it, which is very hygienic, but at the same time, it gives you freedom, right? And they really make full use of the space. So actually, I think they offer a lot of different varieties of boarding and accommodation, and I think that's really great. As for the teaching, I also think it's excellent. I'm especially fond of it. That biology teacher used to work in a pharmaceutical company and is now a teacher. When I chatted with him, he told me that he wants to go into marine research in the future, to study marine life and so on. He's genuinely passionate about it. He's not just a capable teacher, you know. In general, it's normal for a new school to have some minor issues. For example, things like admin and management might be a bit slow at first, but now the students are generally happy, and for me, that's the most important thing. As for the bad food, honestly, there's no saving it. When it comes to bad food, this place really lives up to its reputation.